Where the Joburg Theatre, together with the KZN Heritage Ensemble, will be presenting the IJADU le Afrika Africa Month celebrations, which will feature musician Mbuso Khoza. The 16-piece KZN Heritage Ensemble will be performing at the Mandela stage and will celebrate Africa Month through song. Since its formation in 2016, the energetic troupe has toured both in South Africa and the rest of the continent and have received great reception from various audiences. Mbuso Khoza now joins us in studio to tell us more about the performances. Sabona Mbuso, and welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, the Joburg Theatre is, of course, hosting Iqembu for the duration of Africa Month, and yesterday was the opening show. Tell us more about what you guys put out on stage, the reception that you received, and just some of the songs that you guys sang.
Oh, it was so amazing because we were drawing parallels between the era of King Cetshwayo and the era of Nelson Mandela. You'll remember that King Cetshwayo was arrested in Cape Town, and Nelson Mandela was also arrested in Robben Island, which is in Cape Town. But around that time, there were songs that came out like "Saseksen go 4 o'clock, Kululu Mandela, Mandela," and then we went back to the 1800th century, where we would say, "Oh, Gandabaga Shong, but it's Zulu Salwa." You know, it was so amazing. Marrying the past and the present so that we are presenting a unified future for our kids. It was beautiful last night.
And I understand there was a big crowd as well to welcome you guys.
Yeah, it was amazing because it's a 1,000-seater, but it was amazing. We did not expect such crowd.
Absolutely packed to capacity. That's great news to know that people still, want to go to the theatre and still want to be a part of storytelling that really speaks about who we are as a people, where we've come from, and certainly where we're going. So great on you guys. Africa Month is obviously a time where we put the spotlight on Africa, the different cultures that we see on our continent. How important is it for you guys to continue to celebrate your own cultures, your own diversity through song and teaching the rest of our audiences that we see in this country through song?
I've heard people saying, why would you celebrate Africa Month in Africa? But would you have a party in your house every day? Because they say, why don't you celebrate it every day? It's impossible. But we have been facing problems as a continent. You'll remember in 1963, in Addis Ababa, under the leadership of Haile Selassie, 30 countries met there in pursuit of independence from the colonial system. So it was on the 25th of May when they decided to say, you know what, let us mark this day as Africa Day. We are celebrating few achievements. We have problems, but we have good things that are going on. So for me, Africa Month is the time to reflect on who we really are and what's happening around us.
Indeed. Now, when you look at the ensemble and how it was formed 5 years ago, you did a lot of research on the origins of Amahubo. Why was this important?
I've realized that this kind of music, Amahubo, have been out-modeled. When Stachamia and Maskandi came in. So as a result, everyone thinks Maskandi is that traditional music, but Maskandi means Mexican, it's Afrikaans. So now we need to go back and check who is the mother of all these genres, Umpoloho, Stachamia, Maskandi, the choral, that we sing in our vernacular. Amahubo are the core of who we are. Firstly, when our forefathers wrote these songs, it was because of the events and the accounts that happened around that time. So now each time they wrote this song and each time we sing those songs, we are reminded of those events. So they serve as the scroll of the nation. Because if we say Saseksen or 4 o'clock, Kululu Mandela, we are quickly reminded of what happened at that time. So now it's important for us then to try and go back where we come from. Umnguni, Untu, Uluzmane, Umalandela, Untombela, Umshweshwe, Osikonyela, Bamachokwa. We need to know about all those songs and histories behind it.
But before I let you go, where can people get tickets?
They can go straight to Joburg Theatre. It's in Braamfontein, box office there. They can go to Web Ticket. They can go to Pick and Pay. Tonight, it's happening, and the last show is tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Tonight, it's 8 o'clock at Joburg Theatre, the Heritage Ensemble.
I have no doubt you'll have a packed house once again. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Siyabonga kakhulu.
That was Mbuso Khoza talking to us about the 3-day Africa Day celebrations, which are currently taking place at the Mandela stage at the Joburg Theatre. Time for us to take a quick break. Please stay with us.